air fried meat pie. That's what I'm going to be doing. This is Tiana Food and Lifestyle. If this is your first time, welcome to my YouTube channel. And if you're a returning subscriber, I just want to say thank you. Remember to subscribe if you haven't, like, share, leave a comment section and tell me what you think about this video. Today, I'm going to be making meat pie again, but I'm going to be using my air fryer. Yes, this turned out different, and I think I prefer this method. Okay, if you want to see how I do this, let's go to the kitchen together and do this. This really turned out so nice. Stay tuned. Remember to stay until the end. So for this recipe, I'm going to be needing my mixed meat, my ground meat rather, my seasoning, and all of these ingredients. Remember to check my description box. I'm going to put in everything I use in my description box so you know the measurement I used and every ingredient for this recipe, okay? And I'm going to be needing all of this because this is what we're going to be using, and also I'll be making use of a clean bowl. So first of all, I'm going to be putting my flour, my all-purpose flour, and into my sieve and sieve it. Yeah, this flour is already clean, but you just want to make sure there are no extra, particles in it, like some unwanted things. So that's why I have to sieve it again, like so it comes out smooth. And also the benefit of sieving your flour before using it helps it take away lumps. You find out that, yeah, that really works. And now I just added my baking powder and my powdered milk and give it a good sieve. Yeah, all these are dry ingredients, so I just decided to put them all with the flour and sieve it like so. Next thing I'm going to be doing, I'll just bring it into a mix like that, so the milk and the baking powder will go through it, and then just add in some of my seasoning. I'll be putting in my seasoning, my salt, and just a little bit of salt. Remember to check my description box to see my measurements. And next thing I'm going to be doing, I'll make a well like so at the middle, and then I put in my butter. This butter is unsalted. If you like salted butter, go ahead and use it. So I'll just take it out like so, and make sure the butter is not frozen. You want to make sure you had taken it earlier out. So I'll use my hand like so, clean hands, and bring every mixture together. Crumpy like so, like breadcrumbs. Okay, so give it mix like that. So the next thing you're going to be doing, make a well at the middle and break your egg in. Now for this recipe, I'm using 1 egg, and now you just want to make sure you mix it together like so, and add a little bit of water. Remember to check the measurements in my description box and bring everything to a mix, okay? And you bring everything together to form a dough. Yeah, so you want to get this at the end of the day. So you don't want it sticky, you don't want it too hard. So it's just going to be in between. You see, I don't need to add flour. This is the best consistency of dough I need. And while I set that aside for it to set for about 5 minutes, I'm just going to be preparing my fillings. Now my filling is every ingredient I'm going to be wrapping inside the dough to get my meat pie complete. So in my fry pan on the stove, I just added butter, and I'll be putting in some onion, cut or diced onion like so, and I'll give it a good mix like so, just to make sure it fries for a little bit. And then after 3 minutes or less, I'll just put in my ground meat. So this is my ground meat. I just put it in and allow it to cook a little with the onion. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is to put in a little bit of my habanero pepper. If you like it, you can use, optional. Put in my garlic and my onion. Yeah, grated garlic and onion. If you don't like this, you can skip it, but the whole idea is to put in every spice you like, okay, and then bring it to a mix like so, but make sure everything cooks properly, and let the ground meat cook done, you know. I mean, no blood. You want to make sure everything is well cooked, right? And yeah, you want to be getting something like this. And right now I'm going to be adding my diced or chopped Irish potato and bring it to a mix together like this, and allow it to cook for 2 minutes. And after some minutes, 2 minutes, yeah, then I put in my bell peppers, red and green. You don't have to do this if you don't want to, but I just love the colorfulness and the nutrients. Everything coming together adds to the feeling. Okay, you want to have a tasty meat pie, right? And then yeah, give it a good mix like this and allow it to simmer for another 2 minutes. And you don't want your veggies to become soggy and soft. And right now I just added the remaining seasoning because I had a taste and I wasn't satisfied, so I just put in a little bit of thyme and the remaining seasoning that I initially used, and then give it a little mix like so. Make sure everything blends together, and then the next thing you're going to be doing is to add in your flour that you mix a little bit of with a little bit of water. You put it in it and then you mix it. Why am I doing this? I'm doing this because I want my meat pie to be moist inside. I don't want a dry meat pie. Doing this gives it that thick but moist feeling. Okay, you want to eat meat pie that is not dry. Inside it's going to be a little bit of moist, not watery. And then take it off from the heat and let it cool off, set it aside. And now on my clean slate, you can do it on your clean table or whatever surface that is clean. My dough has rested for about 5 minutes, and right now I'm going to be making my dough to put in the filling. So I'm just going to be rolling this dough out. Now you can make use of your meat pie cutter if you have one. I have one, but I'm not making use of it because I think I'm pretty much a little bit expert on knowing the measurement I want. Okay, it's just a little one, so I'm not doing something much. So I'm just going to go ahead, roll it. But if you check my other videos, you see where I had to measure and use a cutter. If you don't have a meat pie cutter, you can improvise, make use of something else. So right now I'm going to roll it out like that. And in another bowl, I have my egg white that I'll be using. And then the next thing I'm going to be doing is to wrap it up neatly. And that's my meat pie. But this is just second to the last stage, right? So I'll just close it up like so and use my pizza cutter to cut it round to this shape. Yeah, you see, this is not too big, this is not too small, it's just in between, and this looks so good. I just use my fork to stencil the edges like this because I just love that, you know, regular meat pie look. Yeah, you don't have to stencil it. If you want to, why not? You know, just do it like that. And then look at that. Now if you look at my dough very well, I don't have to put in dust with flour or put some oil in my hand because it's not sticky. The measurement is right, so I don't need to do extra stress like putting in flour. And you know, you only do that when, say, your dough is kind of too almost watery, not, you don't have the right measurements and you don't want it sticky and messy everywhere. But when you get the right measurements, you don't need that. And right now I'm just doing an extra using my pizza cutter to make some lovely lines on top of it. And this is what I want. And also, I'll show you what else I'm going to do with this dough. So I just put it on my air fryer rack like this. And I'll go ahead and make the rest. So stay with me. Let's finish up, okay? And now I'll just complete the rest behind the scene, and then after that is done, yeah, this is the air fryer I'm gonna be using. And I'll just be putting it rather in sets. So right now 4 will be going in like so. Yeah, that's my husband's hand right there. He's always a wonderful kitchen companion, always keeping me company in the kitchen when he's at home. Yeah, so I'll just put it in the air fryer and we'll air fry it and we'll see what we have, okay? So just flow with me. Let's do this together. And the good thing about this air fryer, and I guess other air fryers too, it tells you whatever you want to bake. It tells you your time limit and all of that, the preferred time. So that's the time I'm using for this. And I first of all, I tried 15 minutes, and I had to put it back and run it for another 10 minutes, and this came out super nice. Yes. And look at that. My meat pie is ready. Oh my goodness. This meat pie came out so good. Like, we really enjoyed it. And after this set, I had to do the remaining, rather air fry the remaining. And it came out a little bit different from when you just bake. And I really enjoyed this. I think you should try this and leave in the comment section what you think, how yours came out. And remember, it's always good and interesting and adventurous to try new things, okay? This really came out nice, and look at that. Yeah. So I just want to say thank you for staying until the end of this video and doing this with me. Please remember to leave a comment in the comment section. Tell me what you think about my method, what I just did rather, and how yours went if you tried. And also let us know if you're going to give it a try. And remember to subscribe if you haven't, like, leave a comment in the comment section, and remember to hit the bell notification so you know when we drop new videos. And I'm going to see you in my next video. Thank you and bye for now.